Hi friends, good afternoon. Yeah, today I'm going to discuss one simple and important interview question which used to asked by many companies. Today I'm going to discuss about one of the simple and important interview question which used to asked by many companies. The question can be like this. I'm writing the question here. I have a plant. Let's take not have plant. I have my business has three retail stores: Hyderabad, Bengaluru, Chennai. So they are running three retail stores in three different places in India. Okay, as a use case scenario, business use case. Now use case. I used to my business. Sorry, my business used to procure milk from different vendors and available vendors. Take an example. One is Vijaya, second is Heritage, third one Jersey, fourth Tirumala, fifth Nandini, sixth Visakha, seven Sangam, eighth Sitform, nine probably what are the other vendors? Tirumala, Jersey. Okay, I'll say Dodla. Then we'll take example of take some XYZ. I don't know so these are the brands which I used to see in Hyderabad, so I know only these brand names. Yeah, we have Amul, right? So let's take it as Amul. Okay, these are the 10 vendors used to supply my retail stores, which are located across Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Chennai. But in Hyderabad, so our business heads decided procure milk only from Vijaya, Heritage, and Jesse. I'm just giving an example, so don't mind it. Don't mind it. So I mentioned only a few names. And Bengaluru, so they wanted to go for Nandini because Nandini is very famous in Bengaluru, and where they have let's example of UDP milk. I'm giving one more milk. I don't know whether this brand is there or not. I'm just giving because UDP is Bengaluru, Karnataka is one of the hot destination. And let's go to Heritage. So this is the three brands they decided to go with Bengaluru plant. Let's give 1000 as a Hyderabad plant, and 2000 is Bengaluru plant, and 3000 is Chennai plant. And in Chennai, they decided with Heritage, Tirumala, and what is it? Let's take is Nandini. So they have many brands in their business. So in this is and this decision is give exclusively for the period mm, April, May, June. That is Q1. In the quarter one, in particular quarter one, they want to procure milk for Hyderabad only from these vendors. For Bangalore plant, Bangalore store, they want to procure material milk from Nandini, Udupi Heritage, and from Chennai store they want to procure from Heritage Tirumala Nandini. But in going forward, probably in Q2 they will change these vendors. Okay, so right now we will have a quarter one. Now, this is the use case. Now, how do you address this use case in SAP? Like, for example, now I am going to create a PO. Vendor as I am giving vendor as Vijaya. Sorry, vendor I will take example as okay, Nandini. I am enter the vendor as Nandini in PO and plant as 1000. When I did like this, should throw error. Another case. If I enter heritage plant 2000 should allow. Another case. I enter Tirumala plant 2000 should throw error. See, the requirement is very long, lengthy. I mean, when I am talking about use case, the requirement is lengthy. But SAP address the solution in a one simple checkbox. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that simple check, enabling the simple checkbox? This requirement is completely fulfilled with zero custom, with 0% of enhancing the process. So the solution, if you know the standard solution, that is well and good. If you don't know standard solution, what they will do? So while creating a PO, you will call a Z table, and maintain Z table with vendor plus plant plus one checkbox. What you sell flag is X. If flag is X, flag is exist, yellow, else disallow. This is a simple customization logic can be written if you don't know the standard logic. And if you know the standard logic, what standard logic? What is this? Just go to Material Master. And in Material Master, in purchasing view, there is a flag called source list. Just enable this flag. And it is mandatory to maintain source list, else PO will not be raised. Got it right? So when you maintain the source list flag in purchasing view in the Material Master, and whatever the vendors you maintain, let's go to the source list. I'm going to ME01, and my plant is my milk product. My material is milk, and enter the plant as 1000. Under this plant, what are the vendors you can maintain? You can maintain as per the logic, use case, Vijaya, Heritage, Jersey, right? So Vijaya, one vendor, maintained. So that again the period they want Q1, right? So then what you will do 01/04/2022, 31/06/2020. Sorry, 30. Oh, we have only 30 days, right? In June. In this period, the Vijaya milk is enabled, and Heritage. Similarly, what extra we have? Allowed Jersey. So from April 1st to June 30th, Vijaya, Heritage, Jersey have been maintained as a source list for the plant 1000 for the material milk. So when you create a PO, either of this vendor, Jersey or Heritage or Vijaya, system will allow to create. In case if you are trying to create a PO for the plant 1000 with the material milk, with a vendor, let's assume that Sid Dodla, assume that Dodla, you're trying to create a PO with Dodla vendor for the same milk and plant 1000, then system throws error because source list is not determined. And here you no need to maintain fixed flag or no, fixed vendor flag, because when you do maintain fixed vendor flag, whenever you want to procure a material with only that vendor, you want to procure a material with only single vendor, then only you will have to maintain fixed vendor flag. But in this case, fixed vendor flag is not required. System allows if you create a PO with any of these three vendors, Vijaya or Heritage or Jersey, for this period, that 014 20. Again, you came to, for example, today is July 22nd, and you are trying to create a PO with a Vijaya now today, and the validity is not extended, hence system will not allow to create Vijaya as well, right? Again, you need to extend the validity in case if you want. If you don't extend the validity, it will not. See how SAP made our business is simple. And the business, if you see the business use case, is very lengthy and looks very tough. But if you understand the business and if you map the business into SAP, you can do any magics. You can create a magics with SAP. That's the flexibility, that's the beauty is exist in SAP. So always like SAP and enjoy SAP and learn the way SAP, not learn the way you did. You should always learn the SAP with respect to business. See, if I given this business use case with any of new people or no even many 10 years experience people, they brainstorm their they will know, they will use all his brain and they will not be find out solution sometimes because they know the solution, but the way the approach they don't understand. That's why, so we need to see the business and try to see if we can make this approach into SAP as a standard solution. So if you are a good consultant, try to maintain try to manage the things business requirements as much as possible in standard solutions. If you are not able to find a standard solution, then only you have to go for customization. Hope you like this video, and if you have any questions, yeah, you can always ping me, or you can send me an email, and the email will be given in my email address will be given in the description. You can follow me. Thanks a lot.